team, beautiful day here in the Wairarapa. First day back from a long weekend mission with the boys. So I was out with my brother Andrew and his mate Rusty from New Plymouth. Pretty special mission this one. We managed to get my brother Andrew his first stag. Nice little beautiful 6. And Rusty got this nice power. There wasn't even one, you fuck. That hot face. So I'm going to sort out, skin the heads, get the pot warmed up, and sort of just show you how I sort my heads. So I've learnt over the last few years my method on how to do it, and it works out pretty good. Got a few up in here now, so I'll just give you a rundown and make a little video of how I do them. So need the gas bottle, little burner. This one was just from the warehouse, I think. Seems to work pretty good. We have a half keg that has had the top cut off and sort of this trimmed out for the big boys, so the antlers sort of can stick out the side. A blanket with a couple of little plates, those are just to help keep the heat in. A water blaster. I normally use a bit of bleach, some dishwashing liquid and a bit of salt. They sort of seem to help break the fat down and make everything a lot easier for the water blasting. So yeah, get this pot warmed up and start sorting these fellas out. Alright, so I just hooked up our little burner. So just put a little bit of water in at the start because the water takes such a long time to boil, so I normally fill it up a little bit, get that nice and hot, then fill it up a bit more, and then just do that as we go. It takes a long time to sort out if you just fill the whole thing up and then start. So yeah, good to go. Alright team, got the first set all done. Obviously the more sort of meat that you take off, the faster it will do. The more meat, you know, has to boil and cook to fall off, so the more that you can sort of cut off, the better. So we've got the pot, it's about half full now, starting to get nice and warm. So I've still got a bit more time, so we'll start on the sheep. I normally like to use, for doing the heads, my little gerber. So this has the replaceable blades. I can open this with one hand. So these work really well. Put it down for a sec. Yeah, so just replaceable blades, they clip on there. Doing these heads normally bluntens your knife quite fast because you've got to cut round everything. So it's nice to use these when they're blunt. Take it off, throw it away. Yeah, so that's my normally go-to. So yeah, it's going good. Alright, got the sheep's head all done. Geez, that was a bit harder than I thought. All his ears and his fur are all jammed up in here. Not a very big spread. so everything was all jam packed in there. Yeah, it must have been quite uncomfy. But yeah, pretty cool little head. So we got, the water was boiling up to about 3/4, so we just topped it up. So that shouldn't take too long to come back to the boil. So we'll put a bit of salt. And a bit of dishwashing liquid, help break down the fats. And a bit of stuff, premium bleach. So we're doing pretty good so far. So we started at 10 o'clock and it's 11:15 now, so doing pretty good for time. So I do have a few things I can play around with in the meantime. We've got the rifle to clean from yesterday, and we have quite a few raw missions to edit up, so it'd be nice to start cracking in some of them because there's some good action on them. So yeah, we'll cover him up and give him probably half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, see how he's going. Alright team, so good so far. We've got the whole pot boiling. So I'll give that another probably half an hour while I muck around and do some other stuff. And yeah, give him its first water blast, see what it looks like after that. Alright team, it's been another half an hour, so we'll whip this bad boy out. And oh shit, a lot of it's all come off already. Man, we'll give him a water blast, see how it looks. Alright team, quick water blast and he's looking beautiful. Look at that, one boil, white as. Got all the hard bits off the back too. There's normally all those big gristly bits and the bits around his ears that are normally quite hard to get off, so it's got all them off too. Looking mean. The water blaster that I've got is a bit powerful for this, but it gets all the good stuff off, but it did get all his nose bones loose. But that's all good, because we can just glue them back on. I've glued up a few of these ones too before, so it's a nice and easy job. They sort of normally slip back together. So yeah, we'll chuck this ram in the pot and give him a boil up. Pretty pumped with how the stag's looking, team. Very nice. Pretty special, this one, special mission. So we had the ram out and gave him a quick water blast. I knew he would be a bit early, but sometimes it's nice just to water blast off a few big chunks to make it easier. So he's pretty much full in the pot. So I took out a big chunk of water to speed things up, and he's boiling away nicely. So probably give him half an hour, give him another water blast, and that should be him done. So it's going good. Alright team, pretty much job done. Pretty pumped with how Sheep Boy turned out. Nice and white, good to go. So my next step from here is I just normally chuck them on top of, I've got a garden shed out around the corner. So normally I just chuck them on there for a week or two depending on the weather, just to let the sun bleach it naturally. I quite like the old natural look. A lot of people do use bleach to whiten them up afterwards, which is cool. But I just like them looking a little bit more natural looking. So yeah, let them dry for a little bit, chuck them outside, and then they'll be ready for some mounting. So I might turn that into the next video of how I mount these fellas. But yeah, cheers for watching.